Today we're going to be looking at John 1:1c and the Greek grammar of that particular text, as you'll see on the screen. And this section of the text is here at kai theos ha kai theos ein ha logos is the text, and it's a theologically profound statement that is there. One of the most profound statements in the Greek New Testament. Its Greek structure not only enhances our comprehension of the verse, but also enriches our appreciation for the careful and inspired wording of Scripture. A couple things to know is that in the Greek language often uses word order not just for clarity, but for emphasis. Not only for clarity, but for emphasis. But we have to recognize that the Greek word order isn't like the English, where English grammar dictates the word order, tells us whether it's the subject, the verb, or the object of the writing. Greek relies more heavily on context and other markers like the definite article. Definite article that look like in the text here, like this, ton is a definite article there in the second verse right there. You'll see that. Or like ha, like here in front of logos, is also a definite article, and here another ha that we see in the text itself. In John 1:1c, the typical English translation reads, "And the Word was God." But the original Greek text has a different word order. It says here, kai, and theos, God, ein, was, ha, the logos, the word. That's what it looks like in it directly transliterated. But that doesn't. In God was the word, but that's not what we see in or when we do our English translation. And that's because we have to understand a little bit about the language. Number one, this ha logos would be the nominative or the subject of the sentence, and ein being the verb, the to be verb, was. Okay, the Word was God. That's what we're going to find in this text. So we identify the subject there in that ha logos and the nominative that is contained there. That definite article, that means that is the start of the sentence. And the kai, which means and, would be the first word. And then we would read that, and the Word was God. And the Word was God. And that's how we would read this text. Now, what all does that mean? Or how do we get in there? Or rather, why is it written the way it is? And one of the keys here is that theos, God, lacks the direct article. Therefore, the placement of theos there in the Greek word order, by placing it at the beginning of the clause, John is emphasizing the essence or quality of God. In other words, this placement underscores that the Word, Jesus Christ, fully possesses the divine nature. As one translation paraphrases it, what God was, the Word was. This isn't just a casual statement about the Word's divine nature, it's an emphatic declaration. That absence of that definite article there with theos is also significant. If John had included the article, if there would have been an article right here, right there, in between kai and theos, if there would have been an article right there, it could imply identity, that the Word is the Father. And that would collapse that distinction between these two persons of the Trinity. Instead, by omitting the article, John avoids this confusion and maintains the distinction between the Father and the Word. Therefore, the absence of the article prevents what is known as Sabellianism, the belief that the Father and the Son are the same person. And at the same time, the emphatic word order stands against Arianism that denies the full deity of Jesus. Martin Luther observed